Welcome back to Clash Royale Radio, episode number 19. I am your host, Dylan.
I'm your co-host, Caleb.
And guys, this week we're going to be talking about the new Evolution cards. There's 4 of them coming out June 19th. And then we got a card showdown and a deck spotlight. You guys don't want to miss that. And guys, before we get started, please join the server, or the Discord server. The link will be down at the show notes below.
And like always, guys, if you're listening to Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or Spotify, or any other platform, just go ahead and leave a review to support the show.
And to support us more, become a Patreon. Like I said, everything's down at the show notes below.
Yeah. So why all of a sudden we're doing another episode?
Do we have to?
Good question, audience, because me and Dylan cannot stop talking about this game now. It's at work. It's everywhere. So like we're just like, you know what, we need to do it. Also, another thing is we were a little confused about how the system worked about elite cards to evolution and all that stuff. So kind of clear some more things up.
Yeah, and I kind of felt like last episode we kind of told everybody wrong because I thought, okay, so I thought about, and we can talk about this a little later, but I thought the elite cards in level 15 was all part of the evolution, and it's totally not. It's totally different. So now that we have a lot more clarification, we can really dive in.
But before we get all into that, we have a new guest. Or not new.
Yeah, why do we always say new guest?
I don't know. We have a guest.
The KarateKid. Welcome to the show, man.
Hello. Glad to be here.
Yes, sir. Welcome back. Caleb, what's the question, man?
Oh, yeah, we got a question. Okay, this is from Doomslay.
Yep.
He says, what deck archetype do you think has been the most dominant in Clash Royale? Good question.
So you said you know it. What was it?
I think I know it because I think it's that Hog Rider and that Firecracker deck.
Okay, when you say archetype, is it more like beatdown, cycle?
Is it?
Control?
I think it's more cycle.
I would say it's a little more kind of like specific. I would say like with like...
I think it's more
in terms of
specific
the question
too.
is like more specific. Let's say like a Hog Rider decks, spam decks. I'm kind of thinking maybe
I don't know what it is.
RG is like an archetype.
Okay. I can see that.
Hog Riders everywhere.
I see a lot of Hog, yeah.
Hog Rider and Firecracker. I've never, so far, like every game I've been playing, obviously this is just me and where I'm at, but never seen them like, always see them together. It seems like.
Yeah, Karate, what do you think?
Honestly, there's maybe like 3 or 4 I can think of. In terms of like long-term like relevance, I would say probably RG and like Mortar for like the competitive scene. Then when it comes to like maybe like top ladder,
definitely
I would
Mortar.
Say like Graveyard and like still kind of RG.
Top ladder.
Yeah.
I say where we're at. I think it's definitely Hog Rider.
Hog Rider.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Definitely Hog Rider, and maybe like Golem. Maybe I've been seeing a lot more recently.
Golem and Golem,
but not as bad. Back, but it's not as bad as Hog Rider.
No,
so
definitely not as bad as Hog Rider. Because I think the reason why we're seeing it because like the cycle deck, that's the way to beat these beatdowns. To be honest with you,
the cycle through.
Yep.
Yeah, like considering Battle Hero got a huge buff.
Yeah, speaking of
that in Golem now, like it's been E-Golem for like the entire duration of the card.
Yep.
And sometimes they're putting Battle Healer in bridge spam. I know Morton posted like a video a few days ago, kind of showcasing that.
Yeah, I think I've seen that one. Dude, I've been playing a lot of bridge spam as well against.
You have?
Yeah.
Bridge spam?
Yeah.
When did you start learning bridge spam?
No, I started playing. I'm playing against a lot of bridge spam.
I was going to say, like, when did you start playing?
Bridge spam? I would almost say Hog Rider where we're at more, and then honestly probably bridge spam from my experience anyway.
Mine is like Hog Rider and Golem. From my experience.
All right, well, dude,
what?
How's your week going in the Clash universe?
I don't want to talk about it. It's horrible.
Uh-oh.
I was at like 7,300, almost 400.
7,400?
I'm only back down to 7,000.
We've all been there, dude. That's where I'm at in POL. I've just hit this huge wall.
Well, like, I'm playing this. I maxed out this deck. It's that, that Golem deck that we talked about in episode 18.
Mm-hmm.
Golem.
Are you still playing it?
Drag. I'm still trying. Yeah, I'm trying. I'm sucking it up now.
with pump.
Yep. I've been trying different types of decks, because I'm seeing a lot of Inferno towers, and I can't get to the tower. I can't get my E-drag to the tower and stun it. But it always.
I'm still seeing classic log bait.
So am I.
It's crazy.
Yeah, it's really
Me too.
crazy.
It's weird. Like with rocket, not lightning.
Exactly.
It's just,
It's sometimes I like to bait. I can't even bait out the lightning. A lot of times I'll put out because sometimes this is stupid and I'll lose by it. They'll mirror it.
lightning.
Yeah.
Oh my.
So they're waiting for my E-drag because they know exactly when I'm playing, and they'll lightning my stupid pump and my E-drag when I pull it out there. It's kind of dumb.
Well, Karate, how's your push been going?
I will say it started out good. Now it's kind of meh.
Yeah, first
peaked,
first
this
48
weekend.
hours you're an ultimate champion?
Yeah, first
Really?
couple days of the season, I ended up hitting it. That got me in top 1,000
Wow.
for a little bit. Played some games, tilted a good amount of points.
I was there on one of them.
I ended up coming back maybe a few days ago, getting up to the top 1,500 again,
Nice.
and now I'm outside of ranked again.
When do they start ranking?
Top 10,000.
Oh wow. It's a little more than I thought.
Yeah, because my best finish is a 4,684 finish, but I also have a 9,300 finish from March.
Wow. That's awesome. So yeah, right now in POL, the farthest I've ever been. So I'm doing really good. I started out really good in POL. I mean, not as fast as Karate, but playing the Lava Hound deck, I'm doing really well. But now since I've gotten to, Grand Champion, I'm just stuck the bottom, and it's bottom of the gate. So I
That's
started
with me. I'm in Master 3. That's the.
Yeah.
I can't go any higher than that, and I'm just sucking it up.
So then I went
There
to.
is 3 weeks left in the season, though.
Oh yeah, was it? 16
We
days.
still got plenty of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just so sick and tired of losing, so I hopped
Yeah.
back over the trophy road. I was just fighting for a 7,500, and Dylan's like, "Why?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm sucking so bad in PLL. I need to find success somewhere."
That's exactly what I did. So I hit a big wall in POL.
I hit rock bottom on both sides now, so now I'm just screwed.
I went right to Trophy Road, and dude, I won 6 in a row. Then I lost one, and won 5 in a row, and lost one, and just kept doing the cycle until
That's what I was doing. That's how I got that high. Yeah, that's how I got that high.
Right now, guys, I'm the highest of my trophies. I think, am I at 74 yet? I don't know. I'm really close to it, if not.
You said you were
I
one
feel
game away or something like that. Did you win it?
Oh no, so I must be one game away from 74. That's right. So one game away from 74.
Anyways, yeah. But
So I'm doing really well. I mean,
I was doing that too. I was losing oh, probably not that great, but I was probably winning 3 games in a row, lose 1, 3 or 4 more in a row, by my beat down, but now all of a sudden I'm just hitting a rock,
yeah.
hitting a brick wall.
I heard just keep grinding, and hopefully, I mean, it's hard because you could tilt real fast, especially this game. When I get mad, I play more.
I know. I want to win one. Just give me one win, but I need to learn to put the cookie down.
I know. On POL, I was up on the 5th floor, and then
See, at
I
least with
lost
the
3 in a
gold
row. I'm
step,
like, no,
you're-
I'm playing until I win one, and I lose it all.
When you have a gold step, you're like, okay, I'm fine. We'll keep on going,
Yeah.
right? But then, when
When you get so high enough, there is no gold steps until you hit the floor, the gate, or whatever they call it. So.
Yeah. And then even say when you're an ultimate champion, for instance, you're essentially losing trophies like you are in Trophy Road.
Trophy Road, yeah. I want to experience that. Okay.
we'll get our chance.
You'll get there.
Oh yeah, one of these days. All right, guys, Card Evolution, and we're going to explain of kind of how they work. So first off, to unlock these evolutions coming out,
You don't have to go to level 15. Yay!
yeah, what is it? Level 7?
It's now when you
King
get to
level 7. That is awesome.
which is super low, but it's awesome.
Yeah, so guys, if you guys are confused, level 15 has nothing to do with the card evolution.
We are wrong. We apologize.
And I'm glad, because
So am
that
I.
would have sucked.
Yes, it would have.
But to unlock these evolution on your cards, you have to gather these shards, is what they're calling them. And you can get them at...
6 of them, I think you have to gather, don't you?
I don't know if it...
And it's 6?
On
Yes.
Barbarians, it's 6. I don't know if it's 6 for everything.
You're right.
But
I think it's 6 all around.
I think so, too.
that'd be nice. To get these shards, you have to go to the shop, or they're in the event challenges and the Pass Royale, obviously. And I think, if I read right somewhere, the Pass Royale, you can get 6 automatically in Pass Royale.
Are you getting Pass Royale?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. I want to
Here's
now.
well, what do you mean? We already did it this month.
No, this month we did, but I don't want to keep buying it, though. You know
Neither do
what I mean?
I. Until the pass gets better.
I
Yeah.
haven't bought it since.
I bought it just because it was Slash Royale.
That's the only reason
convinced
why.
Me, Dylan convinced
Yeah.
me to buy it. I'm like, you know what, Slash Royale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I have to take advantage of it. And, dude, I maxed out my deck that I wanted to. And
I got
that's all I
53
wanted.
cards maxed.
That's nice. That's over. That's,
I've been
about
blowing
half,
it up,
yeah.
but now I'm running into gold.
yeah.
I mean, gold is a...
I'm just glad
an
I
issue.
finally got like a real deck maxed out.
Yeah.
I don't have to really worry
so
about
do
it.
I, to be honest. Yep.
And of course, after you do that, they're going to start coming out with evolution, and it's going to change the whole game. So now that might not be even a deck anymore. Who knows?
No. Skelly's going to be the win con. Anyway,
So
let's get into it.
how to play these evolutions so that like there's cycles on every evolution card. So like the barbarians, there's a 1 cycle. So let's say like you're in your starting deck and you haven't played barbarians yet. They're in your first cycle. They're going to be the original barbarians.
Yeah.
So when you lay them down, there's going to be, like I said, normal barbarians. They'll die to fireball, whatever. That's rotation 1. When you get them back, I'm just talking about the barbarians. When you get them back, they're going to be leveled up. They're going to be evolved barbarians. Yes. And I think they cost the same. They're just evolved barbarians.
And that's how it is on every single evolved card is going to be. You got to go through the cycle. Now, this is... I don't know about you guys. I love this. This is a genius idea because it's not hitting a button like a champion. It's totally different. I like the system.
I love the cycle.
The cycle is the best. And here's the thing, guys. I don't know if Dylan explained this yet or not. You only get to get 1 card to evolve because there's 1 special slot when you go into when you see your deck in Clash Royale. There's 1 slot.
Oh,
and you can put that card that can be involved.
Yeah.
You can put it in that slot, and that's the card that's going to be involved in the game. If that makes any sense.
So
you get 1 slot
per game, you got 1 slot to for that card to evolve.
Make it easier for you guys. You can't get 2 or 8. Let's just say like evolved cards. You only get
Per
1
game,
evolved card per game.
Yeah.
And
you got to put it in that first slot.
Yes.
Yeah. Of your deck.
Anyways, I love that. I don't like. At first, I was like disappointed. I'm like just 1, but then I started realizing, and I started watching like OJ test these. I'm like, it's going to be super confusing trying to remember the cycles.
Yeah.
If you
first off, you gotta,
more.
Yeah. First off, you gotta worry about the evolution cycle. Then you got to worry about their card cycle. Then you got to worry about their champion cycle. If
Exactly.
It's going to be, it's just, it's kind of a lot.
Just with 1 card and 1
but that's
slot,
where the skill comes in.
Exactly. Just with 1 slot, I think it's perfect. I don't think we need to add another slot, to be real honest with you. But
I think they should keep it at 1. But I think it was
so too.
confirmed that as the more evolutions they come out with, I think they're going to come out with more slots. But I wouldn't overdo it. You know how much
we know on our
that'd be
Discord
crazy.
they were pretty nervous. I was excited about this. I don't know about you, Dylan, but KarateKid, what did you think about card evolution so far? Let's get
Honestly, I'm very skeptical.
Really? You think this could break the game?
Well, we'll go through the cards, but like
I want to hear his opinion.
I kind of agree.
Though.
I know. I kind of agree though because I like the idea, but these cards are like so overpowered. You can go ahead, Karate.
Yeah, no, like it's a great concept seeing like the cards that like we've been playing with like in a different state. The only thing is like it's mostly the way that they're doing it. Because a lot of those like a majority of the cards that are being released after like, with this update, they're gonna be like highly used. I would probably say overused,
especially RG and
because they want to try this out. You know, like I want to try every single card and every single evolved card and stuff like that, especially skeletons. But we'll get into it.
One thing I think they messed up as well is that they shouldn't have put a win con in there. They shouldn't have did RG. They should have did like another support card, like bats, evolve bats or something. Don't do an RG where it's a win con to where now everybody's going to be playing a win condition, the RG, and just have everything support. Like I just feel like it's going to be overpowered. I don't know. Or release more cards at the start. Do 10 cards instead of just 4.
I don't know. They're definitely going to have to possibly nerf the RG.
Yeah, I don't know.
I recommend, that's just my thought, just don't do the back tile. Take that out.
The back tile. You mean the pushback?
I'm sorry.
Pushback. What are the recoil? Is that what they call it?
I don't know what they call it. Because of it, obviously, like, just have it do damage, but don't let them push back. That could change it. Because the mini P.E.K.K.A. or anything that won't kill it right away can still hammer at it, and it won't be that overpowered.
No, that is just a weird RG.
What do you mean? So it's already a weird RG.
So
thing deals damage when it deals damage to skeletons when it's evolved.
You don't want the pushback.
That's what I'm saying. I don't want the pushback.
Okay. I think they should keep
damage.
It. No. I think they should keep it, but make it 100% slower. To where it shoots.
Oh.
It shoots extremely slow. But every shot, it pushes them back, so it gives them the chance to do something. And plus, I think OJ said it's 900 more HP than the original RG. That is a joke. So I feel like it needs to shoot a lot slower. What do you think, Karate?
Oh my goodness.
I would say it's like a borderline like between like your regular RG, the health of a golem, and the knockback of a bowler. That's incredibly scary.
Wow.
Because a mini P.E.K.K.A. gets fully countered.
And they said that
on defense.
They said that skeletons were overpowered, which they were, and they're not nerfing this right away.
Mm-hmm.
Good night.
Yeah, we'll get to them.
Anyways.
But yeah, while we're here, let's talk about the RG. So they have recoil damage. The radius of that is 0.25 tiles. The pushback is 1 tile. I'm not sure what the radius means actually. But
cycle is 1.
The cycle is only 1. So yeah,
which is a 6 elixir.
30% more HP. So, phew. Oh man,
that's got to be the most powerful now. The most overpowered evolved card in the game by far. It was skeletons, but let's go through skeletons. Skeletons, I'm going to tell you what it was, and I'm going to tell you what it is now. Skeletons, when it's evolved, will come out with 4, okay? And then when it hits a target, it summons up to 8. So but they realized that was going to be so overpowered, they knocked it down to only 3 skeletons instead of 4 when you lay them down. And then on per hit, it's going to be up to 6. That's the cap. And its cycle is 3 instead of 2.
Which I like.
This is well balanced. This is not as overpowered.
It's better.
It's not as overpowered. I don't think it is.
Yeah, I like the cycle.
And
which
like
is more,
I said,
because it's only 1 elixir.
They don't have more health. You can zap them and they're dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You can log them. So I think getting to the tower in the first place, because if you watch OJ and them were just fooling around. They wanted to get to the tower. They wanted to see all the stuff. I get that. But trying to get these guys as a win con, trying to get to their tower, good luck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's going to be really difficult. But anyways, go ahead. Karate.
I'm just looking at the API thing for it right now. With the skeletons, if they get value, say they take out a hog rider or a giant, you're gonna get probably the most value that you'll get out of them. So I would almost say it's more of a defensive card.
It is. They upped on the defense, and that's what they always were, though.
I got a quiz for you. Name 1 card you would. Okay, if you have the evolved skeletons, name 1 card you do not want to see your opponent have.
I can name a couple.
I had the skeletons.
The what?
You're saying if I had the evolved skeletons.
Yeah, and you lay them down. What is the 1 card you do not want your opponent to have?
A small spell.
Yeah, I was about to say.
No, something worse.
What?
The Mother Witch. The Mother Witch.
Screw that.
Because it'll never die. And they'll just keep spawning.
Yeah. Wait a second. If they hit something, they'll spawn.
Dude, seriously. Yeah. So when they spawn a pig,
something.
No, when they spawn a pig, they'll turn to the pig, and when they hit,
goodness.
Dude, it's pig infinity. It's It's
That's going to
stupid.
make RG extremely strong.
Oh my goodness, I didn't even think about that, dude.
There goes.
It's
wow.
infinite pigs.
You're gonna have like unlimited bacon. What?
Yeah, just
We're
think
gonna see
about that.
witch everywhere. We're gonna see witch everywhere. Why not? You know what I mean? So, do you believe they should put a time limit on when it spawns 6, and then all of a sudden it'll just stop spawning? You think they should put a time limit on there?
I thought there was.
There
I
isn't.
think, I think they should have kept it at 8, but then that's it.
There's a time limit.
Yeah, to where if they spawn 8,
do
they
it-
can't spawn anymore.
They can spawn 8 maybe like twice or 3
Yeah.
times, and then cut it out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're done. I don't
The thing
know.
is, it's per skeleton,
No.
I think.
No, I think it's infinite.
It's like it's infinite now.
Right now it is.
Yeah, it's infinite.
As long as if they have 6 on the board, then they'll stop spawning.
Yeah, but if they get hit and then you see another one hit, like if they keep getting killed, they'll just keep. It's like ants. They'll just keep reproducing.
That speed too.
Yeah, literally. Like they're nuts.
Yeah, man. That's just
I'd say this is the second most. Now by the new buff, these were the most powerful, but now they're the second most powerful. RG is definitely first. But
let's go to the firecracker.
yeah, firecracker's stupid.
So the evolved firecracker. First off, its the cycle is 2. The recoil is plus 33%. Wait, what does that mean? Does that mean she pushes back further?
I
that-
think so.
Oh snap! No
You
way.
gotta calculate. Now you gotta recalculate on like the you gotta time the pushback now on it.
And
How many
here's
tiles?
the dumb part. Her HP survives, or her HP is 43% more HP, and which
can-
survives arrows.
And it can survive also one hit without charging. One hit of a prince without charging, and she pushes back further. Think about that first, just 1 second. Not only that though, we're not even talking about whenever she shoots the stupid rocket.
Yeah, we didn't
It
say that.
makes what is it? 3 small
No,
circles
it's
in the
4.
back.
It's 4. It's got
Four.
one like
Oh, it's
middle.
5.
Has one
Oh, it
big
is 5. Well, 5 total, but
5
4 in
total.
the 4 in the back.
Yeah,
I think right.
it looks like a
I think that's-
handprint.
It looks like a paw print.
It does look like a paw
Yeah.
print. It looks like your middle hand is like that's the big circle. Then you got the second
yeah.
explosion.
So when she
Yeah,
shoot,
I'm looking on Royal API right now, and there's like a picture of showing kind of each stage of the firecracker
that's cool.
shot. There's literally, I see the big circle in front of the Princess Tower, and then there's 5 circles kind of
Wow.
surrounding each other. Yeah, like
Did
kind
not
of
see
like
that.
a Venn diagram.
I didn't know it was 5.
the good thing is those little poison spots aren't that much.
No,
But like
It
when
goes
there's
by
4,
fast.
when there, I know, but when there's like 3 of them on your tower, that sucks.
oofy poofy. That's
Yeah.
like 300 damage.
Well, I don't know.
What? So answer me this: the big circle against the small circles, what deals more damage, or
I
is
think
it
they're
all
the
the
same.
same? They're all the
I'm
same.
pretty sure it's the same. But
the way-
I hate how much range the card has. I think it's got to be like the biggest range in the card.
And if the pushback is further, think about it. If you go up to
Yeah.
your tower, and just let that go, it's going to take longer for her to die because she can actually reload. Because she'll push
True.
back and she won't get shot at by the
Is
tower.
that might be the interaction.
Yep. And then she might have a chance for a second fire if her stupid brain will like lock on target faster. She takes forever.
Man,
And we're already seeing a ton of firecracker, by the way.
well, she's good. She's a good
Yeah.
card.
If she
Hear
can't
me
die
out
to
right now.
arrows either, though, now you got to fireball her. Stupid. Or poison her. Even
You
like
see, like with the firecracker, like right now, say you just drop a log, and you would normally like have the firecracker be at like 1 HP.
yeah.
With the new balance change that recently came out over the past couple weeks, the firecracker will still get a hit.
Yeah.
That's dumb.
So think of it this way: you drop arrows on the firecracker,
Now you got her to 1
she's still
HP.
going to get a hit.
Yeah, she's still going to get another hit. Yep. This is
Oh
dumb.
my goodness.
She
But the good thing is
is the
that
third most overpowered.
The good thing is that the king activation is no skill.
Yeah, I think she just has to lock on the tower. It's like
No,
going
I
against
think
2v2.
Karate, is this right? I think if you just let her on the tower, I don't think she still activates King Tower.
Even though after 5.
The evolved.
No.
I think
You have
it
to
barely
force
misses. Yeah.
Oh wow.
But there's no skill. Like you could literally probably play something.
If you have the evolved thing, but yeah,
Yeah,
still,
if it's
again,
evolved, yeah.
without being involved, it's still kind of like no skill.
True.
You know,
True. Yeah.
You should actually kind of know how to do it.
Let's just say it's a little bit less skill than
yeah.
if it's evolved. Yeah.
Yep. So, but there goes Graveyard. You know what I mean? Like Graveyard, she sucked against, defending. Now she's going to be dominant because of
True. Well,
of
not just that, but the evolved skeletons against Graveyard kind of sucks too.
Yeah. Yeah.
But remember, you got to play your win conditions and stuff. You got to be smart with their cycle. So like if you're smart and you know what their evolution cycle is, you can kind of go. Here's
the coolest part ever. It's not a guessing game on which card they evolved. Because they'll have a little symbol on the top of the when they spawn them in. There's a little symbol. I love how they.
It's
did
like
that.
A little gem. Now here's the one thing I wish they would have done is like
when it's going to be.
Well, if maybe if there's a final cycle, then it's ready for the next time. Make it brighter.
I don't like that though. I don't like that at all.
Well, like if there's a card that needs to be 3 cycled, like the skeletons, have like 2 little shards or whatever gems.
They might though.
I don't know.
I would actually not like that. I think we should have that brain power to come up on our own. Like, okay,
I don't know. Dude,
next one he's going to be ready to go. You know what I mean? A little bit more skill to the game.
I heard you read, man. So I don't think that.
I heard you speak, man. Oh man, Karate. What do you think about like those like simple rules of the? It lets you know when.
Oh no, that's amazing.
Yeah,
I love that. But do you think they should let
It's like
Do you kind of agree with Dylan, or do you kind of agree with me? Like, do you think it should be some more skill or whatever, or?
Hey parents,
Yeah, you.
are you looking for a podcast your kids will really love?
Well, we made one just for you.
And for us.
As genuine, all-natural kids ourselves, we know what makes a fun and interesting podcast.
So we decided to make it ourselves. Every show is packed with interviews, stories, and on-the-ground reporting.
We have interviewed everyone from scientists to Grammy Award-winning musicians to NFL quarterbacks.
Listen to Wild Interest wherever you get your podcasts.
like with the say the you're playing 2 cards that could evolve, and you have to try and figure out which.
Okay, at that
one
point, then
is evolving.
yeah.
It's literally just a guessing game at that point.
But
that's a great point.
But this one is just one side. There's like one evolved card though.
I know, but like right now, if you get the evolved cards and you're playing RG, Firecracker, skeletons in the same deck.
Yeah.
So if you have no symbol of them going to be
I'm
evolved,
not saying
then you would know.
I'm not saying take the symbol out. That's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay.
I'm not saying I'm saying that putting in the symbol is a genius idea.
Yeah.
Keep the symbol in there. But what you're saying is, I think even though it still shows this, like just show one symbol. It doesn't need to show 2 symbols.
Oh, okay.
You just need to have that brain power to know when it's time.
Okay, I thought you meant like they shouldn't have no symbol at all.
No.
Like,
I would
be a
hate
guessing
that.
game.
No, that's stupid. I would hate that.
Okay.
No, I'm just saying, still have the one symbol. Like keep it original. Don't pull up. Okay, if this is a 3 cycle deck like the skeletons are, pull up 2 symbols so that way you know the next one. Okay, no. Keep it 1 so that way you still have to think about how many cycles he's got. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, we'll see how hard it is to keep track of all that. I mean,
we'll see. I think
skeletons 3
this
cycle,
is brand new, so it's going to be struggle at first, but I think it's going to be brain power to us, and we're just going to get it down more.
So
I would probably think about maybe just having a feeling out process with the cards, seeing how they work. Maybe talking like a couple days after the update.
Yeah,
because things will kind of be more cemented.
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because right now we're just speculating.
Yeah, 100%.
So here's a question for you guys. So Karate, you can go first. What card do you think you're going to evolve first?
I'm probably going to do the card that I don't believe we talked about yet.
That's the Barbarians.
Yep.
Wow.
Really? Why is that?
No, why did we forget it? I totally spaced out.
I'm not going to lie.
Let's talk about the Barbarians.
In my personal opinion, this is the 4th best. This is the worst evolved one. I feel like they need to be a little faster.
See, I think
knowing how
Barbarians
Go ahead.
are more balanced. It's the most balanced evolution.
I agree.
Really?
For sure.
Okay.
So basically, guys, the Barbarians their hit speed is plus 50%. Their movement speed is 50%. Let's see. Their damage is plus 9%. HP is plus 30%. Does not die to fireball, so that's a huge key there. But
when you have them involved,
they're pretty much raged barbarians.
It doesn't say what cycle. Oh, it's a 1 cycle.
1 cycle. Yep.
1 cycle. 1 cycle.
5 elixir.
And the cool thing about them is like they're not even considered as raged. They're angry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
Yeah.
So every time they hit, they get stronger or more angry. Is that right? Because I think OJ was talking
What?
about that. Yeah, you didn't know.
No.
Bro, you got to be
Are you
flipping.
serious?
Stacks.
Shut up, Dylan. There's no way you're serious. You didn't know this?
No.
You
I
need to.
thought they're just raged.
You say, I have a problem with listening.
Wait. So
Every time they hit, let's just say you have all 5 barbarians angry.
Okay.
They're all hitting on the tower. Every time they hit, they get angrier. And their damage goes a little bit higher.
Are you serious?
That's what OJ said.
Their raw damage is increased by 9%, and that doesn't take into account angriness. The anger adds like a speed boost.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the movement speed is increased by 50%. The hit speed is increased by 50%. And the
Wow.
speed boost per hit is increased by 50%.
Yeah. So,
That is wow. I thought their name was just Angry or Anger.
Nope.
I was like, well, that was a weird name.
And plus, considering like the boost will last for like 2 seconds, Barb's attack at like a rate of like 1.3,
Yeah.
which allows it to stack.
Wow.
so they're going to be amazing on defense. Like
So
the
they're
two,
better than I thought.
they're a little bit better.
But I agree.
But
Hang on.
I still think it's. You still think that's balanced though, even though?
Yeah.
You're going to take care.
They're more balanced than all the other cards. Is what we're saying.
Oh, 100%.
Okay.
So, in a scale of, we're about to release a whole bunch of broken cards. I'm gonna put out the. Here's the least broken of them.
It's the barbs, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree to that. But I still think the most broken card that's going to be evolved is the RG by far. Knowing that it can push back, and you got its health, it has a health buff, and its damage, I'm assuming, is more in it, or is it not? Is his damage to tower the same?
For what? The
RG when it's
okay. No, I think it's more
okay.
to the tower.
Yeah, I think so.
You might be right because I don't see anything damage on it.
It doesn't say anything.
So the damage
Yeah.
might be the same.
Damage is the same, but I think it does attack faster. By looking at the
Maybe.
video, dude, it looks like it goes a lot faster. But he's also healthier too, so he's going to get more shots in as well. So
I mean,
I think he's the
maybe-
most broken card in the game. I mean, he's gonna be nuts. Pushback every time he shoots. Plus, his
Yeah.
health is more buff. Like that one's literally insane. Like, stop the don't do the pushback. Just don't do that.
no, do my idea.
Well, I don't like your idea.
Make the card like no. I love the idea. I just think they
Just make him
need to shoot
slower?
a lot slower. Like I'm saying, 100% slower.
like how a balloon shoots now or drops. That's
a
slow.
balloon. I don't know.
The timing on that slow whenever he drops a ball.
No, I'm talking about like a P.E.K.K.A. swing slow.
Oh gosh.
That I think might be too much.
Yeah. I don't know.
Then push him back farther.
Dude, what if?
So I'm looking at the thing right now for like the regular Royal Giant versus the evolved one. They both have it's going to do the same amount of damage per hit, but then like with the recoil, it's going to be a very very minuscule amount of damage
Yeah.
because it shows the recoil is going to like 81 damage, which I don't think is going to take out a skeleton.
True. I never thought of that. Now, does this affect air cards? I don't think it does.
I don't
Shouldn't.
think so.
It shouldn't.
It better not.
It better not. What happens if you monk it?
Yeah.
with the raged?
Well, the monk would be a really good counter because he just keeps pushing.
Exactly.
I don't think so, because every third hit from the monk will cause the push. And
That
if
is
the
true. Every hit will cause a push.
Yeah, but you have to catch him early, though.
True.
Catch the giant
Catch him at the
early.
bridge. Catch him at the bridge.
Yeah, I don't think the monk would be as good of a counter like as you might think.
Even though he wants to keep pushing it back, and now because he's going to need some backup as he's walking and as he's hitting. Because the monk can hit pretty fast.
Well, the good thing is that you can put the monk in the front of your tower and it'll reflect back.
Yeah, no, yeah.
So
yeah.
I mean, you can get a little bit that way, but
I showed you guys that. You guys didn't believe me.
Yep. I can't believe that. Yeah, you showed us with the
Expo. Yeah, that's right.
That's stupid.
I told you it worked with the.
I just couldn't believe it does that, and then I can't believe when it's done, it just goes back to the tower. It's just so weird. Oh gosh. All right, guys. Card showdown. The best win conditions. All right, guys. We'll go with number 1. The Goblin Drill or the Goblin Giant. And we're not going by we're just going by our opinion, what we think is the best win con out of the group. So out of the two. So, okay, what do you think? Drill? Oh, wait, you're going to go Drill, aren't you? Drill or the Goblin Giant?
Honestly, it's tough.
Really?
I think so. They both. I didn't really think the Goblin Giant is really good until I saw Surtag play it. But obviously, whenever you see Surtag play anything, he makes any deck look really good. So, but anyways, here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say Drill because it's guaranteed damage at the tower. Not very much when it pops up, but I'm saying that obviously it's going to need other cards to help support. You know what I mean? You're going to drop arrows or fireball, whatever it's going to be, or tornadoes, whatever they're going to lay down, right? But when you're only spending 7 or 8 elixir, by doing that, you're always going to cause damage, right?
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to giant goblin.
Goblin Giant.
Goblin Giant. Sorry, I had a
Dude,
brain
you're
fart.
spacing out.
Yeah, sorry. Let me get down to the earth here.
You're good.
Goblin Giant. You're going to obviously develop a bigger push to get him to tower. You know what I mean? Especially now when you're seeing Inferno Tower. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't have to worry about all the buildings. Because you can it's basically a spell card almost.
Karate, what do you think?
I'm gonna be I'm gonna say the opposite. I'm gonna say right now, I think the Goblin Giant is a bit better. Because in my opinion, with the drill, it's really easy to predict. Because it's you can just drop a Valkyrie and fully counter it. You could you can even pre-place a Valkyrie and you won't take a single hit of damage.
True.
Besides
that's true.
The impact from when it pops.
But
with Goblin Giant, you're not just doing a regular Goblin Giant push. You're backing it with a bunch of other units, say
Sparky,
a Dark Prince, a Sparky, a Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Don't get me started. I hate that deck.
You're not just playing a Goblin Giant.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was going to be the
same thing to a point of a drill though. Because with the drill, though, you're seeing other cards as well. So, when let's just say you put the drill in the it does matter where you put the drill at the tower. You put it behind or on the side of it or on the front. Okay. So if you put it on the behind of the tower, you put Bandit. Bandit rushes, deals damage.
Or Magic Archer. I think Magic Archer would work better.
Or Magic Archer, exactly. Because they're going to think, okay, I can play Valkyrie, sure. So basically, you're using the drill. Yeah, it's not really as damage, more of a distraction. But like I said, it needs other cards with it to deal that damage. Same thing when it comes to Goblin Giant. You need that. You know what I'm saying, Karate? That's why I think. That's why I think it is. You know what I mean? Because if you see that Bandit with, I think it's with. Inferno Tower as well with it. I don't know. It's that weird deck that I have. Anyways, and I'm not kidding with Bandit and Goblin with the drill. Oh my goodness, it's insane. Put the drill to the back and then put Bandit, and that Bandit always dashes if they're not watching for it. It's kind of insane.
So, in my opinion, I ain't got a clue. I don't play either one of them. But if I'm looking at the meta and which one's stronger right now, I'm going to have to go with Goblin Giant because that Sparky deck is really good. I don't even know a drill deck, to be honest with you. I couldn't tell you like, okay, it has Magic Archer and Wall Breakers, whatever. I just don't know. But yeah, in my opinion,
I've only
Goblin Giant.
seen it with like Wall Breakers in like recent times.
Okay, that's news to me. All right, let's go with number 2, Wall Breakers and the Goblin Barrel.
Oh, speaking of,
Yeah,
What I'm seeing in the meta right now, wall breakers. Without question.
what do you think, Karate?
Minor wall
I
breakers.
agree with that. Wall Breakers.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really don't think the Goblin Barrel or
Even though you can send it to a tower or anywhere.
The Goblin
and it's a
Barrel's not
spell,
that good
but-
anymore.
No.
I mean it's decent. I wouldn't say it's completely dead, but like
Whatever-
it's just
Not a good spot.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not.
Whatever nerf they gave him where I think it takes longer for them to attack.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
card just fell.
Which is good because we've been seeing log bait.
That is true.
So
I'm still
long.
seeing log bait, by the way. Especially that new one where the Rascals came back. There's a new Rascal barrel cycle deck.
our 2v2 deck that we like to play.
Yeah, guys, let me tell you something. I don't know if I said this in at all. We need to show you a deck to 2v2. If you guys want a 2v2, use this deck. You almost win every time.
Hey, maybe next episode.
We need to whip it out because, dude, that thing is stupid.
It's fun.
Yeah. Talk about being annoying. Anyways,
But yeah,
wall
I agree.
breakers.
I agree with wall breakers.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, number 3, the Giant or the Battle Ram. Karate, you go first.
I'm gonna go Giant. Battle Ram you only see in like bridge spam style decks. And even then, like people play Ram Rider over it.
I've been noticing that too. But with Giant, you got
Now-
like Giant Sparky,
Yeah, what
Giant Graveyard.
Really? I've been seeing, this is stupid. I've been seeing Giant Witch. Is that a deck?
No, seriously, Giant. I've been playing
Regular
against,
Witch.
Yeah,
Just-
I know.
it's
I've been playing
stupid.
with Giant Witch and Mini P.E.K.K.A.
Now, they don't get very much success because I kill that witch fast. But anyways, I've been
And
seeing
start
that
playing
crazy.
lava with all that.
Is that...
People play Graveyard. The only time that I see like a Giant and a Witch is like with Graveyard.
huh.
Would they have Skeleton or the Skeleton King?
With
Very rarely
Tombstone?
because like the Giant is essentially your tank, and you're not gonna have like a secondary tank in like that kind of graveyard deck.
Right.
Because with say a like Giant Graveyard, you're not running a big spell. It's typically like Arrow Snowball or Arrow Zap. You don't really see like an extra tank because you already have that 5 elixir Giant.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I'm think I'm going to agree with you guys. I didn't know about this either. I was almost going to go with Battle Ram because I've seen more bridge spam and stuff like that. But after thinking about it, yeah, I've been seeing the Ram Rider instead of the Battle Ram. So
Yeah, and also on top of like with Giant Graveyard, there's also Giant Double Prince, Giant Sparky, just Giant Cycle.
yeah,
That's been around for a while.
It's in a good spot too because it's at it's a 5 elixir card and it's honestly I feel like a little underrated.
underrated. I can see that.
Yep.
Yeah, you get it at Arena 1. It's
True.
very usable.
Yeah.
Very. Yep. All right, let's go on the next one.
Number 4, the Hog Rider versus the Ram Rider. What do you guys think? I'll go first. I'm going to go with the Hog Rider just because I've been seeing it way more. I don't know what it is. I mean, you got 2.6. I think you see it in like Hog EQ. I think it's just better than the Battle Ram. Or not the Battle Ram, sorry, the goat, whatever. the thing that eats grass that Karate's never touched.
Easy there.
We were waiting for a response. Easy, dude. You touched his plant inside, dude. You waters it. Oh, just kidding. All right. Yeah, Karate, we'll have you go. What do you think?
I gotta go Hog Rider.
I have to go with it too, to be honest.
It's cheaper.
We're seeing it everywhere.
Better
too.
cycle.
Yep. Better cycle. We're seeing it everywhere, especially the classic Hog Rider deck.
All right. Number 5, E-Giant or the Balloon?
By the way, you said loon.
Yep, I know.
Okay. Your English is tough. So is spelling it. All right. E-Giant or Loon? E-Giant. Without question.
E-Giant?
Oh, without question.
I will have to agree with you. Dude, I feel like it's everywhere still.
Balloon is gone.
No, Balloon's not gone.
Well, kind of.
Not really. It's just
That card, it's very, very, very widely used.
E-Giant.
You guys are seeing... Which one are you talking about?
I would still say E-Giant is
Way more
better,
used.
in my opinion.
I agree. Even though it's more expensive, it's two elixir more expensive, but it's still worth it.
And plus, very rarely will you see like just a full health balloon go to tower,
Yeah.
but you can almost expect a E-Giant to have like a really good amount of health
Mm-hmm.
and a tower.
Dude, the E-Giant can have like a quarter of a health to your tower,
And it can
and it'll still do like 1,000 damage.
monster damage.
Yeah. And the thing about E-Giant, it's really good defense. It's a defensive card as
It
well.
is, yeah.
So like he's so situational in my opinion. And not only that, it's good on defense, and you'll get that counter push with it. So
Yeah, that's very good.
yeah, I would have to go with E-Giant as well.
Piggies and Scaly Barrel.
Yeah, it's the Royal Hogs and the Skeleton Barrel.
Okay. I'm seeing a ton of piggies.
Yeah, Cardi, what do you think about Skelly Barrel?
I honestly, it's not a bad card. It's very, I would say it's kind of janky though.
It is. Yeah,
I think it's more a bait card than it is like a win con.
Oh, it is a bait card.
Oh, 100%
Yeah.
bait. A lot of times, if you're running barrel, in my opinion, always have Skeleton King.
Really?
Why not gather it? Yeah, why not gather the souls? A lot of times, what I'll do is I'll put Skelly Barrel on one side, clone it, make them freak out for some dumb reason, and then before those Skellies are gone, put down Skeleton King, and have them just have a feast.
Man, no wonder you don't have any elixir.
Well,
See,
I
I was
mean,
gonna say like three different decks, like three different like types of decks that I see like Skelly Barrel in.
mhm.
One of those is with clone. One of them is with like it's like a Mega Knight bait deck. Where
I've
it's
seen
like
that.
Mega Knight Miner, eye drag. That's been around for years.
Mhm.
And I see it like in log bait. Oh yeah, there's also mortar. There's also mortar matchups too. Like there's mortar bait. Where it's
And
like
you-
they run like
Yeah.
Skelly Barrel, Goblin Gang.
It's kind of like the princess to a point. The barrel is. You got to do something about it, or your tower's going to be in trouble. It's one of those things where like, because if it hits and it breaks and it at your tower, those skeletons are going to eat your tower. Like it's not a joke. You got to log it. You got to do something about it to to prevent your tower being gone.
I forgot who it was, but somebody on Discord thinks it needs a buff to where it needs to
It's in a good spot.
what is it? The pull radius be lowered more to where it's more like the Lava Hound. What do you guys think about that?
I disagree. I think it's in a good spot.
Yeah, I was like, it's more of a bait card, so
But
like
wait-
I think it's decent.
What do you think, Karate?
I don't think it needs a buff.
I don't think
it's
so.
like
Yeah.
it's usable for what it does.
Now, let's talk about the piggies real quick, though. So, the piggies, what deck do you see them at? Because I only see them with one deck, and that's with Royal Recruits.
Oh no, you got
Or what else?
skeleton,
What else?
the giant
There's a
skeleton.
lot.
Oh yeah, there's a lot.
There is
Giant
a lot,
skeleton.
okay.
I think you got the Archer Queen deck. I think it's probably the same one I'm thinking of.
With
There's
piggies?
Piggy's EQ. There's the giant skeleton one with like ghost fisherman.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeti's favorite.
I have seen that one.
Huge.
Yeah, I have seen that one with the ghost and fisherman. Yes.
I see Yeti playing that all the time.
Really?
Yeah, let me take a look right now because I have Royal API pulled up on my computer.
So you're going with piggies?
I think
I'm gonna go
Piggy's
with
by
Piggies.
far.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's recruits Piggies. There's Piggy's EQ. Yeah, giant skeleton pigs. Those are like the main ones that I'll see. And you can even put them in 3M too.
Wow.
Are you serious?
3M?
Wow.
That's a thing. Yeah,
Were you trying to bait out the fireball?
annoying.
You trying to bait the fireball?
it's another kind of fireball baity card.
Uh huh.
And you can split them
But it's
too.
also use that as like a win con too.
Yeah.
That's a good idea because they're always going to fireball like the piggies, obviously, and that's just another thing to get out of the way.
Okay, also another one that I've just recently been seeing. It's a 3.1 Piggies cycle deck. There's Bats, Fireball, Goblin Gang, Ice Golem,
Wow.
Mini P.E.K.K.A, Princess,
What
Royal
is-
Hogs, and Log.
What is that? I'll be
crazy.
darned.
It's like a slightly upgraded version of 2.6.
With Princess? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Weird.
Very.
All right, guys, we'll do one more. Golem or the E-Golem? Elixir Golem.
Oh, this is going to be a fun one.
This one's tough.
I hate the,
I hate both of them, but I hate the Elixir Golem way more. I just feel like it's super toxic because you're like giving me Elixir, but then I end up losing my
I'm
tower.
going with Golem just because it gives me Elixir, and anytime I'm playing against an E-Golem and I'm using a Golem deck, especially the beatdown deck I got, that's exactly why I have the pump. I need Elixir. And when I'm specifically playing with the Golem, E-Golem is just, it's a joke to me. But I have to go with Golem instead of E-Golem just because it gives me that Elixir trade. And yes, it's worth 3 Elixir, and yes, it can eat at my tower, but you can kind of defend it pretty well. I mean, yes, like it's going to be annoying when you're going to be seeing Healer, sadly, and
in both decks
and
too.
E-Drag as well.
In both
but if you can
decks.
pull the Healer away from it,
That's the key.
including with the E-Drag, I mean, you got a big chance of getting your opponent pretty easily.
So you're going with Golem?
I'm going with
You like Golem?
I like Golem. Because you can develop a really good push, and they freak out all the time. And especially you can...
Okay, but you can do that with Elixir Golem too, though.
Can you, though?
Yeah. What do you think, Karate?
I think Golem's probably a bit better right now.
Interesting.
Granted, we're kind of seeing them both more often, especially because of the battle healer buff.
They're definitely meta.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an actual meta deck now instead of like an off meta kind of niche.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean, the Battle Healer just got a whole lot better.
Yeah, like I wouldn't even like before the buff, I would not call like Eagle or Golem meta per se. I would call them more so as like an off meta kind of deck.
Mm-hmm.
Mid-laddery though. Like for the most part, you can play Golem with it's like Golem Lightning, Golem Pump. Then with just E-Golem, it's your generic E-Golem deck.
Yep.
Man,
I've been seeing some crazy ones, though. I'm not going to lie. I've been seeing a ton of E-Golem, the Mega Nut, or P.E.K.K.A. Just stupid decks like that. I don't know why they're playing E-Golem like that, but they are. But I don't know.
So Doomslay in chat, he said that he would take Golem as well. He thinks this is a little bit better. It's a stronger tank. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the fence, dude. I probably literally can't pick because I feel like they're both like almost equally like they're really
Just
good.
pick against the card you hate the flipping most. We all know who that is. It's the purple dude.
The Elixir Glob.
Yeah. He looks like...
All right, I'll do that.
Honestly, if the Elixir was blue, which would be really weird, but if Elixir was blue, we would have called that E-Golem
Hey.
Bob.
Hey,
You know Bob?
evolution.
You know Bob?
Yeah, the evolved Elixir Golem.
What?
Is going to be Dark Elixir.
Dark Elixir Blob?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll have to find out.
Black boy.
So wait, Cave, you went Golem? You went
I went Golem,
right?
I went
okay.
Golem.
Okay.
100%.
Okay. Yeah.
Without
You
question.
both went Golem. So.
We went with the rock.
Okay. Okay. No wonder you like the Golem.
Oh, yeah. You big boy.
All right, guys. A deck spotlight brought to you by KarateKid. Obviously, it's his main deck, Lava Hound, Lava Miner. So, Karate, you got the floor, man. Talk about this deck and why do you rock with it?
So the deck itself, I've played with different variants over the years, but it consists of right now Lava Hound, Arrows, Phoenix, Flying Machine, Barbarians, Skeleton Dragons, Miner, and Tombstone. I've been playing this deck for probably consistently about a year, maybe 2 years, but I've also transitioned with different Lava Hound decks. I started out with Lava Loon. I played the Lava Loon Miner deck with like Arrow Zap. I played that variant, which kind of been around. Once I started playing like Lava Miner more often, I realized that was kind of more of my niche, more of like what kind of makes me like it reflects my playstyle more. It's kind of control-y, it's kind of aggressive at the same time. Like as a beatdown deck, I would say it's a little higher skill.
Yeah.
Compared to like say Lava Loon or like Lava Clone.
It's interesting.
I think this would take like the more skill like in like among the lava archetypes.
So my biggest struggle is, I guess, is more how to, I guess, cause damage, is how to push with it, I guess. Because I'm a good pusher when it comes to ground troops like Golem and stuff like that. But when it comes to like the Lava Hound, like there's like you got to play the miner very, very smart, I feel like. And I guess I sometimes really like screw up on playing miner. You know what I mean? It's like, what am I using the miner to tank for? Am I using it to destroy the executioner if there's got one, or if I'm like the big cards like Wizard or Executioner, like I just said, or any other cards that could actually destroy, like Princess or Magic Archer or whatever. I guess I struggle on where do I put Miner at to give me a huge, I guess, advantage on when I'm like, okay, I got this tower.
Yeah, like I mean, kind of going off of that, you gotta be like, you're gonna have to be creative as to like where you place your miner, because your miner is a utility card. You can use it to do tower damage, to like just for like minor chip cycle. You can use it to take out a musketeer or like something targeting your air troops. You can use it to distract a building. It's one of those cards where it's like it can be really good on offense, but it can also be really good on defense too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dude, one thing, because I'm in training right now. That's been my main right now. This whole season I've been playing nothing but Lava Miner. Absolutely loving it. And obviously Karate's kind of been teaching me how to play. It's sending me some...
Let's just say this. Dylan stole it, and he loves it.
Dude, it's definitely... yeah, my favorite deck so far that
You
I've ever
maxed it
played.
out, bro. You went hardcore maxing it out.
Yeah. So one thing that I've learned, you wait for their like Musketeer to lock on your Lava Hound, and then you miner the Musketeer. And because the miner's not going to get hit by the tower. If it you know, so
you
like
usually Arrow Firecracker then?
Arrow, or sometimes some situations you take a couple hits, but then you miner.
Oh, really?
You miner it's better to miner and then wait for the arrows for any other bait. You know what I mean? So
It depends on like the situation.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah.
I'll just outright arrow as a firecracker. Sometimes I'll try to snipe.
Because
snipe
Firecracker, like the cards that could like shoot, obviously like Magic Archer, Executioner, Firecracker, those are your biggest when it comes to pushes like that. Because I struggle with the same thing with Golem. When I see Executioner, I'm in trouble. Why? Because I'm going to be he knows what deck I'm playing. I'm playing a push. Same thing with, I feel like with the Lava Hound, right? You're having that push, right?
in a way, I mean, yeah, but like I feel like the miners really like, I don't know, with Executioner, obviously I'm not playing like the high skill like Karate's playing, but like I'm not really too worried about Executioner. I mean, I know it sucks that like his range is so high, but like,
especially if they have tornado,
but dude,
and tornado all
just
up.
Miner just changes the game. Like there's so much outplay from this Lava Miner deck.
Yeah, so like there's a lot of like outplay potential with Lava Miner. Only problem is like if you make one mistake, you're not in a good situation.
Yeah.
There are some matchups I will say are extremely difficult to play. Expo is one of them, like Expo 3.0. Classic log bait I struggle with. Granted, I don't really see it too frequently. But like if it has Inferno Tower, typically like you really can't go in like with the Lava Hound, because like kind of where I'm at, they'll place the Inferno Tower to the point where the Hound will not cross the bridge, and I can't do anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah. So with our listeners, they probably want to know how to play it. Try to do your best of like how and maybe what situations, like how do you normally do a push, like your first push or something like that?
So I would start out kind of passively. I wouldn't go all in with a Lava Hound push first play, because like you can come to the risk of spending too much elixir on offense, not having like anything on defense.
Yeah.
What you want to do, you want to start out kind of passively. Once you feel like, oh, they're pretty low on elixir, I think it's time for me to try a Lava Hound.
In the back.
Yeah, I would go in the back, kind of build up, kind of like what you would do in, say, Golem decks. You want to play to the point where it's like, it's not too aggressive, but you want to make sure you have stuff so in case they try to push opposite lane, you can defend.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried E-Drag with this deck, or does it just not work?
There are variants of Lava Hound that have E-Dragon in it.
Because E-Drag, like, that is one of my favorite flying cards. I'm not kidding. That E-Drag is so effective, especially, like, you obviously have to have Tornado, because if you can get E-Drag close, like, if you're, let's just say you have, like, I don't know, Lava Hound and an E-Drag with it, if you got it in your deck or whatever, and you Tornado that close to your tower, because it chains it, right? It is so effectively.
It's just so expensive.
It is. That is true. That was my other question. It's probably because you don't have it in this deck. It's because it's so expensive, and that's why you have these cards in there.
Yeah, and plus, like, the other problem with that is, like, you would have to take out, like, say, the Phoenix, which has its own purpose. Because you have the Skeleton Dragons kind of more so as, like, your splash, like, or like an extra kind of air counter.
So what is your I guess tactic when it comes to buildings? We're talking about just any buildings that you see when it comes to this deck. Do you get affected by that very much, especially like Inferno Tower?
Honestly, it depends on the building. Like if it's a, like, say, a tombstone or like a cannon, you can typically kind of just like ignore that. Maybe just play a flying machine at the center, like kind of outside, like near the river. Snipe it. But like, say if it's an Inferno Tower, there's not much you can do. You want to try and kind of take it out as early as you can.
Because you got no like electric cards here that can stun it. There's
no reset card, which which makes like Inferno Tower matchups hard.
Yeah.
So you would say Inferno Tower is probably your worst building to see when it comes to a matchup. Your worst matchup. Okay.
Like in terms of like, say, matchups, like, so like where your deck is playing as another deck, the decks that Lava Miner does really well against, I would say are like Miner Wall Breakers, especially the one that like the top ladder player Remy Ellie uses, has Magic Archer, Tornado.
Yep, Bomb Tower.
Does not have a big spell.
That's true.
That you can typically expect to win if you know what they're doing. However, there are instances where like they can outplay.
Right.
A lot of it comes down to them applying more pressure. You want to know that you can afford to tower trade. Like a big thing with like Lava Hound, you want to accept the fact that you're taking damage. Another matchup that is pretty solid, I would say, like Hog Rider Earthquake decks.
Hog Rider,
Yeah, typically you have enough responses to the Hog Rider and all the other support cards to the point where you don't really need to worry about it.
Okay.
And plus, like with the Firecracker, you can always like miner it like with a pre-arrows in case they try and set it up with goblins, or like a Mighty Miner would probably be the worst case, but either way you'll still take out the Firecracker. Sometimes it's Musketeer, but either way you'll still have like your backup push to defend.
So
cards.
Karate, let me know if I'm wrong, but in my opinion, I think probably one of the biggest tips and a strategy that you need to learn, I guess, or something you need to learn the interactions and stuff like that. I would say the biggest tip in Lava Minor is that you need to, let's see, how do I put this? You need to like defend with like the least amount of elixir you can, and how much, and like depend on like how much damage you can take to your tower.
100%.
If you can do that really, really well, then you'll build up a big push normally, and they just cannot stop.
Yeah, and I would have to say that like Karate Kid by far, I think the Lava Hound is way more skillful than the Golem.
Yes.
By far, because when it comes to Golem, you just lay stuff behind it and then Tornado, and then there you go. You might have you know what I mean? Like it takes less effort and less skill. But when it comes to Lava Hound, like I've played Lava Hound in PLL. Oh man, it took me a very long time to kind of figure out how to actually defend with it, and then actually how to push. It was.
Yeah,
I'm still learning, obviously.
You also have to know like when to abandon a push.
Exactly. Yeah. When then you just have to let go of Lava Hound and don't put all your elixir there, because you're not going to get no value from it. Just nothing you can do.
I had good success when I lava. Sometimes like I play really passively, but then I'll just minor in the back and do nothing else. And dude, the minor will stay alive so long if they don't do anything about it. And I've gotten a lot of value by just doing that.
Wow.
Just lava and minor. Stupid. Anyways, guys, we are past due. Again, thank you, Karate, for hopping in on the show with us, man.
Thank you. It was awesome.
Oh, I'm glad to do it.
Yeah.
Hopefully you guys invited me.
Yeah, thank you. Short notice.
Yeah, very short notice.
It was literally an hour before we started, guys. So,
Yo, Karate, what you do?
So hope you guys enjoy the back-to-back episodes. I just felt like we really had to get to that evolved,
I hope that makes sense.
stuff.
I hope it makes sense of what's going on. And guys,
I know we
can't
didn't
wait
talk
till Monday.
Yeah, we didn't talk about the elite cards. We'll just wait till that comes out.
Yeah, that's a whole different type of animal. If you guys want to actually know more about the elite cards, it's actually on Clash Royale. Go to Clash Royale News. You'll find all the information there about the elite cards. They do a much better job explaining it, obviously, than we do. So please just go look at that.
Definitely. And guys, obviously, we're doing this on live. This is on Discord live. So if you guys want to get to the next show, just join the Discord.
Yep. Oh, one more thing about the card evolution. Trailer's coming out tomorrow.
TV Royale. Yeah.
TV Royale. Big update coming out. I did send a link in the chat on Discord. So if you guys want to take a look at that, look through it and you'll find it. I think, I don't remember what time I sent that, but there were 16 hours left. So no matter what, it's coming out tomorrow sometime. Take a look at that. That's going to be obviously a lot of information about, I believe, the evolution.
Yeah.
So
probably about everything.
Probably,
updates, the elite cards and stuff like that. So yeah.
So can't wait for that.
We'll keep in tuned, and we'll guys see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.